The Walking Dead. Alright, I'm sick, so let's see how this goes. This is episode 2 of season 6 of The Walking Dead. Its title is JSS. What does that mean? Let's do it. Zombies gonna get you. Oh, they got him. Good jump cut. Oh, she had to see that? So she wrote the title of the episode? But I don't know what that means. Oh, eat that turtle. Don't eat it raw. Nasty. We get it. She's spelling JSS a lot. Now explain what it means. I don't like domestic Carol. It creeps me out.
Your dad used to hit you and then he got himself killed. It happened. Now it's done.
I like it.
This is just you trying to talk to me.
How dare you try to talk to me? Y'all have a doctor with panic attacks. Good luck. Holy crap, Carl looks like a dude. But he still has a stupid haircut. What? Someone just got macheted! What? That lady was being good and smoking outside, and she got macheted.
Richard! What's going on?
Oh my gosh! Molotov cocktailed! Y'all gonna die.
I have to go find Ron. Please don't.
Let Ron die! Dude, hiding in a closet ain't a good idea. Plus, the lock's supposed to go the other way, so the latch goes down, so no one can open it. Dude! If they take over this town with pointy sticks, y'all deserve to die. Why are they not with the baby they're supposed to be protecting? These people seriously only have knives and pointy sticks. Kill them. That dude is dead. Quit hitting him with the axe. Carol, you own it, girl. The bad thing about all this is Carol is totally showing her hand that she is a boss A-word, B-word. Well, okay, but maybe if she just kills everyone who saw she was hardcore, everyone's just still gonna assume she's good at making casseroles. Oh, so that's what happened. That's where the horn came from. Somebody turn that horn off. Good luck, Denise. Don't screw it up. Y'all gonna die. Zombies are already coming, so whatever. Sissy. What is with the wolves and wanting torsos? Who wants torsos? Carol's incognito. I love it. Dude, Deanna's sons are useless.
Probably severed her femoral artery. She's dying.
Put a knife in her head.
You're afraid?
She gonna die anyway, just try. Carl, get back in the house. Carl, you have one job. Watch the baby. Carl, shoot him in the face. Let that dude die.
Stay outside, Ron!
Oh, y'all gonna die. Duh. Stupid. I knew those haircut scissors were gonna come in handy because she left them on the counter. So, Ron, you get to see that your mom's hardcore and more brave than you. Oh, she's still stabbing her. Carol, you're the only one that knows how to handle things. I love Carol so much. Y'all need to close some doors. The bad guys know where the guns are.
You know how to shoot a gun?
How do you not know how to shoot a gun? That whole town deserves to die.
People don't belong here anymore.
Oh, Carol, I'm in love with you. I'm so happy. Carol, you're my favorite. You probably should have let him finish so at least you know they're like theology, but shut him up. Gunshot. Boom. Be quiet. The bad thing is, I mean, they got the horn to stop, but now they're shooting guns non-stop, so the zombies are just gonna keep coming. Morgan, you really should have taken the gun. Morgan, if you let them leave, I hate you. Morgan, you think you're gonna, like, help them? They're just gonna go to the next town and kill innocent people? Only Mercy is putting a bullet in their head. And you let them take a gun, you idiot! That's gonna come back to bite them later in the season, if not later in this episode. The cigarettes were Morley's. That was from X-Files. That W on her forehead is very inconsistent from scene to scene. Wait, what was the deal with the A on the porch? What was that? He found the bag and realized it was him that led them there. You're a horrible person. Sorry about it. She's dead. Put a knife in her head. Can someone please make sure that chick is dead before she reanimates to kill the doctor?
Make sure you get her brain.
You're gonna make her do it? Jerk.
How you just live, knowing that's the world.
Because you're not a sissy like you? See, they're all happy and think it's over now, but they have like 1 billion D-Walkers coming. All that, and you didn't even burn the food. Good job, Carl. Is Morgan gonna get shot when he goes into the armory? Announce yourself. Morgan, turn around. Turn around, Morgan.
I'm sorry.
Morgan, did you do it? Did you kill him? So pretty much most of this episode takes place during last episode when the main group is trying to herd all of the walkers away from town. With the exception of the beginning, which is kind of Enid's small origin story. Clearly she was with her parents, they were trying to start a car, some zombies attacked them, they got killed. It follows her for a while, but throughout all of her travels, she keeps writing JSS wherever she goes. Then it shows her ending up at the gates of Alexandria. Then it shows Carol getting some stuff out of the pantry and being very Susie homemakery, catty with the other chicks, but you could tell, we all know Carol's like a boss A-word, B-word, hardcore chick, but she plays it very nice. She just tells this one chick, if you start smoking outside, I might teach you how to make some food. And then she leaves. That little boy that keeps following Carol around was on her porch. She's like, look, your dad was horrible. He got killed. Move on with your life. Get off my porch. The one chick of that dude that died that gives everyone haircuts, she calls her son in. She's like, I'm going to give you a haircut. And he's like, you just want to talk to me. I don't like that. Her son Ron's like, Mom, do you like Rick? Rick's really dangerous. And she's like, I do like Rick. He's a friend of mine. Sit down. We're going to talk. And he's like, no, I'm leaving, and he storms off. Maggie's outside the town border with Deanna trying to give her a pep talk and teaching her that they should grow plants. It was very similar to, like, Rick in the prison. Eugene and Tara are going to get some aspirin for Tara, and when they're there talking about how they're going to rebuild the church or whatever, there's this chick there that's kind of mousy and easily panicked. She's a psychiatrist because she was going to be a surgeon, but panic attacks didn't help. So she's the new doctor in town, and she's kind of nervous about it. Carl's taking Judith for a walk, and he sees that Enid's with that dude, Ron, and they're hugging, and he's like, whatever. Gabriel walks up to Carl, and he's like, hey, you tried to teach me to fight before. Can you teach me again? I was wrong, and I want to help now. Carl's like, well, you should tell everyone that you're wrong and you suck, and also come by at 3, and I'll teach you how to fight. Carol's at home watching Judith, and she's baking. She looks out her window and sees that chick is smoking outside now, and just then some dude runs up and machetes the crap out of the chick, and Carol's like, whoa, it's game time. Deanna and Maggie are outside still. They hear screaming. They look up and see Molotov cocktails are hitting the wall and hitting the people that are on top of it watching. Carl hears the screams. He sees out the window it happens, so he comes running downstairs with a gun. Carol's like, watch Judith, I'll be back. That one chick who Rick killed, her husband, I can never remember her name, her and her son hide in the closet, and she's waiting with the gun because she hears someone breaking into her house. So Carl's like patrolling the house, and then Enid shows up, and she's like, I just wanted to say goodbye. And he's like, whatever, you're not leaving. You have to help me watch my sister. Also, don't say goodbye. Carol's running around outside with a gun, and she sees that these bad guys are killing people and putting a W on their forehead with blood. She also sees that they're chaining some people up and like dragging them away. And then she sees that other people are just hacking the limbs off of dead people. She turns a corner and sees that one of the bad guys just cut up one of her pantry cooking buddies. She kills him and is holding her friend and trying to keep her quiet, and then just jams a knife in her friend's skull. Deanna's son, I think his name is Spencer, is up in the guard tower. He's supposed to be scanning around and like shooting people with the long rifle, but he freaking sucks. He sees a semis coming down the road about ready to just plow into town. So he unloads his gun into the windshield. The truck swerves, hits a house, hits the wall, and then their horn goes off. So that's the horn we hear at the end of last episode. Meanwhile, one of the injured people gets carried in to Denise, the new doctor, and she's like, I need help. A lot of people leave, but I think Tara, Eugene, and one other dude stays behind to help her. Denise's son finally gets down through the wreckage of the building, and he tries to go in to turn the horn off inside the semi. There's a zombie inside. He's kind of a sissy. Just then Morgan opens the other door, leans in, kills the guy, and turns the horn off. Deanna's son's like, a group just got in the wall, and they're killing people. And Morgan's like, well, let's get in there. Are you coming? The guy's like, Morgan's like, you just stay here and suck. I'll go take care of things. When Morgan gets inside the wall, he sees this guy with an axe. They're about ready to face off. Just then Carol comes up and kills him. But Carol's dressed in this cool, like, trench coat with a hood and this weird scarf. And she gets the blood of the guy and writes a W on her forehead. Carol's like, these guys don't have guns. If they had guns, they'd be using them. So we have to get to the armory before they do. Morgan's like, killing's bad, you don't like killing, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, whatever, I'm gonna actually take care of things. Maggie and Deanna finally run up to where Deanna's son is, and she's like, hey, I'm a liability, I can't fight, I'll just be another person that needs saving. I'm gonna stay here outside the wall. Maggie, you go deal with stuff. And then her son's like, yeah, Mom, I'll protect you. I'm like, don't pretend that's what you were doing. You were outside because you were hiding. Then inside, the doctor lady is like, hey, this chick's artery's been severed. She's gonna die. Tara's like, well, try and fix it. And the chick's like, well, I'm not really a surgeon. And Tara's like, dude, just try. She's gonna die anyway. So the doctor chick kind of steps up and she's like, yeah, let's do this. That kid Ron is running around and gets chased by one of the bad guys. Right before he gets caught, the bad guy gets shot in the leg, and it's Carl who's outside of the house when he's supposed to be watching his sister. The bad guy's like, don't kill me, it's just my leg that's hurt. And then Carl, like an idiot, gets really close, and the guy tries to grab for his gun, and Carl just shoots him. Carl's like, come inside, I'll protect you. But then Ron sees that Enid's also inside with Carl, and he's like, no, I'm good. Freaking testosterone-fueled idiot child idea. So Ron goes home, and he's knocking on the door, and his mom hears it while she's locked in the closet upstairs with his brother. His mom tries to act kind of hardcore and, like, walks downstairs, but then, without checking anywhere around her, just calls out to her son, like, broadcasting her location. So, of course, some bad chick just sneaks up on her and starts attacking her, which is awfully convenient because every other bad guy had a knife, but the one chick attacking her didn't. Considering they were in a kitchen, the bad chick could have taken any pointy weapon to hurt her. I mean, you can see the knife block in the shot, not to mention the scissors that Ron's mom later uses to kill the chick. But they fight. Ron's mom loses the gun and gets knocked down. As the bad chick goes to get the gun, she grabs the scissors that she was going to give Ron a haircut with earlier and just kills the crap out of the chick. Like, she overkills the chick. Ron finally gets inside and sees that his mom is just stabbing a dead woman. Meanwhile, Carol's walking with Morgan chained up, pretending to be like a bad guy and someone he captured. All the other bad guys think that she's one of them, and she starts shooting some of them, but as they're walking, they see that Gabriel is being attacked, and Morgan's like, I have to go protect him. So Morgan lets go of the chains, runs over, beats up the guy who's trying to kill Gabriel. Carol gets to the armory, and she kills a few bad guys on the way there, and then she sees in one of the closets is the lady that just kind of like keeps inventory of everything. Carol loads up a bunch of the guns, she pulls the lady out of the closet, gives her a gun, says, point it at the door, if anyone comes in, just shoot them till they're dead. And then Morgan and Gabriel are just tying up one of the bad guys, and he's talking about saying that, like, he was gonna free them, and that they're not supposed to be there anymore, or something to that effect. But before he can finish, Carol walks up and just shoots him in the face. Then she hands a gun to Gabriel and Morgan and is like, bye! Morgan just hands his gun to Gabriel and is like, I don't want it. Then Morgan is walking by himself, comes across this guy who he knows, because I think it was a dude that Morgan ran into in the woods a few episodes back. Morgan's like, everyone here has guns and they're gonna hurt you, so you guys should just leave and go live better lives. The stupidest freaking thing in the world. Morgan thinks he's doing a good thing, but really all he's doing is telling them to leave and go terrorize other unarmed people. They try to, like, come at Morgan. He, like, bats a few of them away and is like, go on and never come back. And on the way out, the main dude grabs a freaking gun. That's gonna come back to bite them. And Morgan looks, like, genuinely shocked that this guy just steals a gun on his way out. Like, Morgan's like, I thought my talking to made them better people. Then after, like, most of it's died down, Carol walks over to her neighbor, picks up her pack of cigarettes, which is funny because the cigarettes were Morley brand, and that was a fake brand from the show X-Files. Carol sits on her porch, is looking at the cigarettes. She tries to wipe the W off her forehead. She looks at her porch, and there's like a little A on it that the little kid had a stamp that said A, so the little kid just tagged her porch. And she just starts crying. That one dude, I think his name is Aaron, he's the first person we ever met from Alexandria. He's walking the streets and just double tapping everyone in the head to make sure they're really dead. He rolls one of the dead dudes over and sees his bag underneath and realizes that they found Alexandria because inside the bag was like pictures and they knew where to go because of him. Meanwhile, the doctor chick is giving CPR to that one lady and the chick still ends up dying. The doctor chick's overwhelmed and then asks everyone to leave and Tara's like, well, just make sure you destroy her brain. As if the doctor lady isn't having a hard enough time as it is. So Deanna, her son, Maggie, and Rosita, I think, are all walking and Deanna's son's like, how do you guys live knowing that's the world? And Rosita's like, we're not sissies and we have something to live for. Maggie tells Deanna, well, we're still here. And Deanna's like, well, not all of us. And it's like, duh. Things happen. People die. Sorry about it. I mean, if Rick and his group weren't there, you'd all be dead. So just be happy. So now Carl's walking around the empty house and he sees this piece of paper on the ground that just says, just survive somehow. So Enid just up and left and didn't say goodbye because, you know, he asked her not to. The egg timer goes off and he takes Carol's baking out of the oven like a good boy. So, you know, this whole thing just began and ended in the space of time it takes to bake something. which is actually a really cool device to show the exact amount of time this episode took place in. Morgan's walking around town just killing any extra zombies he finds. He sees that this house is open, so he goes inside. Of course, there's still a bad guy in there. The bad guy attacks him, and then over the course of them fighting, the bad guy realizes that Morgan just can't or won't kill him. The guy keeps fighting him, and then Morgan's like, I'm sorry, and it leads you to believe he just actually killed the guy. Then it cuts to Morgan walking down the street. He has his stick, but he has this little extra bag thing. I don't know what that is. He crosses Carol, who is also just walking down the street. And then it stays with him, and it pans out, and you see that there's like dead people on the sidewalks. And he's just walking down, and it pans all the way out, and then credits. So this was an interesting episode, just for the fact that it's like, all this crazy stuff is going on in town, and you just know it's gonna get so much worse when the zombies show up. So I can't wait to see what happens next. If I forgot anything, left anything out, if you guys just want to talk about it, drop a comment. Don't forget to do the things, rate, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully I won't be so sick. Until next time.